At halftime, the University of Tulsa leading by a score of 41-7 over Rice. Let's go back to my broadcast partner Rick Corey and head coach Todd Graham with halftime adjustments and second half highlights. Guys?
All right, thanks, Bruce. Coach, I thought the stop and then the score right before halftime was really big, wasn't it?
It's probably the biggest play in the game, you know, the fourth down stand there. And our guys have really just gotten mature on defense, you know, and just, hey, make them snap it again. We gave up some silly plays today that we shouldn't have given up. You know, the first play that they got, we just blew a coverage and leave a guy completely uncovered. I think that was Coach Randolph's son, so we're trying to, you know, be nice to Coach Randolph, I guess. But no, we were upset how we started, but then turned around and dominated. And that's what you have to do. You got to make them earn it. And we're playing really good defense fundamentally. And hated to give up the yards late, you know, with the twos, but really proud of our team. Really proud of Cornelius and Audric, Charles Davis, all the guys, Dexter, really maturing and playing some great defense right now.
All right, it's 41-7 at the half, and a lot of people will say at the half it's really difficult if you haven't played well or that kind of thing. I think it's just as hard when you're up big because you got to keep a focus. So what'd you say?
Yeah, I mean, tried to say it's 0-0, but it's really it's kind of a tough predicament to be in, especially when they're a no huddle and we're a no huddle. So we come out and, you know, again have a little bit of a lull there, let them score, give up a kind of a silly play, and then settle down and stop them. And that's what we kept scoring. I was worried that it was going to get worse, but you know, it's hard to, you know, I didn't like, you know, but that's kind of part of it. Those twos need those reps and stuff. And but our ones today, I can't say a negative thing. I mean, 100% ball security, total dominance physically. Thought we got after it. All three phases, I thought we got better.
You're going to see a big domination here. Yeah, there's a woodshed, but the Owls aren't on it. They're behind it. Here's the second half of Tulsa and Rice.
Rice will receive the second half kickoff as Tulsa will have Fitzpatrick to boom it away. And here's the kick, high and end over end. It'll go to the far side, and it'll be gathered in at the 3-yard line by Wells. Wells toward the left hash mark, center of the field. He gets it to the 11, to the 15, trying to shake a tackle, but Jatarian Douglas dragged him down at about the 17-yard line. Two receivers to the left, two to the right, and a quick flip throw over the middle, caught by McDonald at the 43 to the 45, and a gain of 10. Cook has the snap and drops back to pass. Now throws over the middle, tapped high in the air, and then gathered in and caught by Luke Wilson. The tight end breaks the tackle. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And go, 83 yards for the touchdown. And the kick is blocked. The ball bouncing back toward midfield and is loose and finally scooped up by TU, and it's Flanders, I should say, running to the 40, to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 62 yards on the return, and Tulsa for the second straight week will get 2 on the play. And we're confused as to what we should call the Jackie Cooper Import scoring drive summary. So after we consult with our consultant, we'll figure that out in a moment. But here's the kickoff, and it's returned by Damaris Johnson up the middle. 30, 35, 40, makes the last man win. 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 94 yards for Damaris Johnson as he takes it the distance for a score, and Tulsa leads 49-13. My goodness. All right. To the left is Trey Johnson, 3 receivers to the right. Kinney out of the shotgun, flanked on his right by Jamad Williams. Hurricane looking to the sideline now. They have 12 on the play clock, and Kinney pointing out a possible blitzing linebacker, and now receives the pass. Back to pass, they set up a screen, left side, caught by Jamad Williams, 15 to the 10, and he barges down to the 5-yard line. 5 on the play clock. Kinney gets the snap. All-out blitz. Back to pass. Screen pass left side. Trey Watts has it at the 15. He will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, TU. There was nobody out there, and Rice came with the all-out blitz, and it was 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 guys on none. And Watts scores on a 16-yard screen pass. Fake handoff, back to pass. Beaver throws, left side, caught by James at the 45 to the 40, 35 down to the 30-yard line. First catch for Jordan James. Shavadrick Beaver will take it out of the shotgun. 1:13 to go in the game. Here's the snap, here's the handoff, and diving into the end zone, Singleton, touchdown TU. 1:08 to go, and the Hurricane over 60 in the ball game. It's 63-27.
So the final score, 64-27, and boy, a lot of smiles, Coach. You know, and certainly in college football, people will talk about how you win and that kind of thing. It's just nice occasionally to put somebody away, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, I mean, to be able to go out and dominate like this, I turned around to Coach Patterson, Coach Morrison on the sideline. I said, boy, we got a good football team. To be able to go out and dominate a team in this conference doesn't happen a whole lot, you know. And you still got to bring it week in and week out, but we're playing our best football right now, and that's a good thing because we're playing the best team on our schedule, I think, in our conference this week.
Talk about DeMarce Johnson. I mean, he is just continuing to amaze. I knew on the one, well, I felt sorry for the kicker. He's not going to stop him when the kickoff return, but that kid's something.
Yeah, he's just phenomenal. I can't. It's just a joy to watch him. You know, when you talk about a guy 5'7", you know, 170 pounds, just past LaDainian Tomlinson in the history of college football. I mean, 19th in the history of college football in all-purpose yards. That's pretty special. And he's still got another year, and he's on pace to I think, take a shot at the whole thing. So, but just love his leadership and the way how he works. He does everything we ask him to do, and then some. And you know, every week you can give him a game ball. I just love watching him work, man. Yeah. He's a tremendous competitor. All
right, we're going to talk about next week. Hopefully, he gets a game ball for a good performance next week. Tulsa and Houston. We'll preview that next on the Todd Graham Show.
Dreams are forged. Character is tested. Teams are united. Champions win here. The road to the championship continues. Don't miss the 2011 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball second and third rounds, March 18th and 20th. For more information, visit ncaa.com/tickets.
Welcome back to the Todd Graham Show. The Hurricane now 6-3 on the year after the big win over Rice, and TU now will play at Houston in a big-time game in Conference USA's Western Division. And Tulsa's always had a spirited rivalry with the Cougars, and it hasn't been easy to go down to Houston and win. But Tulsa has done it, in fact, a few big wins. Let's take a look. The last time TU won at Houston was in 1993 as the Hurricane captured a 38-24 victory in the Astrodome. But Tulsa's won in Houston only 7 times in 19 games. For 2 straight years, though, in the 1960s, the Blue Bonnet Bowl years of 64 and 65, Tulsa beat Houston in their own backyard. In 1964, the Jerry Rome and Howard Twilley-led team won a shootout. Trailing 6-0 early on, Rome with a 1-yard sneak, and TU led by a score of 7-6. After Houston took a 15-7 lead, Rome connected with Eddie Fletcher on a 68-yard pass play. Fletcher didn't score, but it set up a Tulsa touchdown, and the Hurricane had tied the game at 15-all. TU would take the lead for good on a short plunge, and the Hurricane made the 2-point conversion for a 23-15 lead. In the second half, Jerry Rome to Howard Twilley, a short 2-yard touchdown, and Rome to Twilley again on the 2-point conversion made it 31-15 TU. Now Houston would score to cut the lead to 31-23, but TU would stop the Cougars on their last gasp effort, and the Golden Hurricane would beat Houston for their second win on the way to a 9-2 record in the Blue Bonnet Bowl berth. A year later, you knew Houston would want revenge. It was the first ever game in the fabulous new Astrodome, and a national TV audience watched the Hurricane and the Cougars. With Billy Guy Anderson leading the way, TU went downfield in the second half, and Anderson connects with Twilley for a 5-yard TD pass, the All-American hauling it in for the first ever score in the first ever dome. Later on in the contest, TU would again connect with the passing game. Neil Sweeney's TD catch would make it 14-0, and the Hurricane defense led by Willie Towns would make it hold up, and TU won for the second straight year in Houston. 45 years later, the Hurricane will hope to duplicate that feat later this week in Houston. Back with more in a moment on the Todd Graham Show.
And we are underway. Going to bring it out of the end zone. Get to the 13. Makes a cut. Burnett watches the seam. Look out. Got some speed. Has some burn. Here he goes. Still on his feet midfield. Watch out. Take it all the way. 40. With a blocker in front. Rice will win. Oh, how about that? Touchdown. 91 yards.
Welcome back to the Todd Graham Show. Head coach Todd Graham along with Rick Corey, and now here it comes, Houston week. And yeah, everybody knows you take them one game at a time, but when this one's the next one, that's big.
Well, there's no question. And their offense, explosiveness, talent, I mean, off the charts. And actually, you're going without Case Keenum, but they are very, very, very explosive offense. Got the true freshman quarterback playing extremely well. He's got 6 games, I guess, under his belt now. Naturally, Edwards, Carrier. They're running the difference in this year too. Bryce Bell, they're running Hayes, the running back this year. They're running the ball very, very effectively. Big physical offensive line. We've got to come out and play our best game and not give up big plays. That's the key. Don't give up big plays against these guys is going to be the key for our defense. And then offensively, we got to score points. And special teams, we got to score points and set up points. So it's going to be a very explosive matchup like it always is.
But it's what you play for, man. It's what you coach for. It's what you do anything for. It's November. It's a game that matters a lot.
It is, and as many of our fans, we need to take some of our fans down there and come and support us, because that's a very difficult place to play, and we need as much support as we can, because this is very, very critical. This game always decides the Western Division, and man, we need all the support we can get.
All right, we'll see you from Robertson Stadium in Houston next week as Tulsa takes on Houston here on the Todd Graham Show.
Hey, thanks, guys. Well, no doubt the Houston game is very important, but over my shoulder you may have just read that the next home game is Saturday the 20th against UTEP. No question it'll be an important game, and we hope to see you right here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. You can get ticket information by calling 631-GO-TU or online at TulsaHurricane.com. That'll wrap it up for the Todd Graham Show. For my broadcast partner, Rick Corey, and of course for head coach Todd Graham, I'm Bruce Howard. So long for now.
The Todd Graham Show is brought to you by River Spirit Casino, play your way. Bill Knight Ford, home of the Bill Knight Advantage. Mazzio's Pizza, proud sponsor of the Mazzio's Family Fun Zone. And by the TU Home Team, A&H Security, Mullen Plumbing and Air Assurance, helping you maintain your home field advantage. The Todd Graham Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and Kane Vision Productions.